My last channeling video got a bit lengthy, like 45 or 50 minutes. So I thought I'm gonna make a shorter video where you can just listen to more my voice, conversing voice, instead of this cosmic, robotic with many breaks, which I find a bit strenuous to listen to. So bear with me. I'm just gonna read through the transcript and hope you have easier to listen to this. We welcome you, O being of planet Earth, to this conversation around our table. You are currently in an observational room, slightly outside of your solar system, slightly outside of time. We have gathered here to give information on the topic of your interest. We are what could be named as guardians of this sector of the universe, your solar system, which spans all objects in orbit around your star, the Sun. We are known by many names individually, but we have difficulty transmitting the individuality of our beings to your mind and to your frequency, and so we speak as a collective of 12, even though the number varies at times. The inquiry of 2025, as your current timeline can be marked as, is just one timeline of an infinite number of possibilities. You, as the global planetary society or collection of individuals, are on average, awakening to the understanding that you have more control than you thought, than you were taught, over your timeline, over your physical experience, over the outside world. As you may or may not know, the outside world is just a reflection, and only by changing the inside world will the outside world also change. That is the nature of the universe that you find yourselves in, and there are other universes with other conditions. The question of 2025 can be answered in many ways. As we are reading the energy of the viewers of this video, the easiest way to reply is to divide the crystal of the answer into its aspects. But know that when the aspects are combined, you may experience the unity of the one answer, which lays beyond the concepts you were taught, which lays in another dimension, that your mind and your body and your consciousness is awakening to. A fundamental topic or thread, being one of the aspects, lies in the nature of trust. We, most easily for your understanding, will give analogies to these multidimensional or higher dimensional concepts. The nature of trust or intuition, or following your higher mind, or listening to the whisper of the rustling stars, points or shifts or shapes your energy, the energy of your being, in a certain geometric way. It leads your life force energy in a certain way that you become more of an attractor, more of a magnet, more of a disk or a spinning disk that is in balance, more of the eye of the storm, more of a person that knows its ground. There are many ways to accomplish this state of being or this focus, but that is one aspect of the answer of what 2025 is about. Another aspect has to do with clarity of vision. In the same way as when you turn on a lamp, but the light bulb is covered with dirt or mud, the light will not shine through. In the same way as if the light bulb were free of that dirt or mud. There are many practices that help you with clarity of vision. And causes of unclear vision might be found in distractions of your world, distractions or distortions in your energy field, and karmic or energetical bonds from various aspects of your current life and other incarnations. There can be many reasons not mentioned, but focusing on the reasons does not always bring you closer to the solution. As long as your intention is to have clear vision, you will find ways, or these ways will come to you. Notice what distractions in your life that you may not be aware of. Some people may think of common distractions, such as other people's ideas coming through broadcasting channels of your society, but there are also inner distractions that create a fog or a mist that in turn creates a clogged pipe or unclear vision. These inner distractions are typically not as easy to get rid of in the human sense because they are not as easily palpable. Physically, they don't have a turn off button, but nevertheless, they need to be dealt with if they are in the way of your clear vision. And as always, the first step is awareness. And one method might be to dedicate time for your inner space. One method to make it easier for your mind to accept the inner cleaning is that you equally divide time between outer cleaning and inner cleaning. For example, you take 5 minutes to clean your desk or to vacuum your floor, and immediately after, you take additionally 5 minutes to clean your inner space, whatever that might be at the moment based on your needs, such as directed meditation, or cutting bonds, or clearing attachments to your energy field. If you are at this moment unsure or unclear, or have too little energy or too little focus on how to go about doing this energy cleaning, please ask for assistance, and it will be given. When you ask, it is given. There might be people around you that may assist. Also, know that a lot more human beings are awakening to their abilities that were not taught in formal education systems. And it may not always be comfortable to speak about them or show them to other people for various reasons, one of them being fear of being cast out, fear of being ridiculed by peers, by parents, by loved ones. But when you ask for assistance, some of them that you didn't think had these abilities might open up, and it might be exactly what you needed in that moment. Another aspect of the answer to your question of 2025 is the aspect of building bridges, building connections. It is the idea of creating a new structure, a new underlying structure for information and energy flow. The old energy might seem soft and pretty, like eating a candy or a bun, but when you taste it, it is full of sharp glass or metal. This paradox or oxymoron or confusion is what you're building away from. And you need to build new bridges that would direct the energy flow in a manner that is more harmonious with your ways, your intuition, the way that your energy wants to flow, the way that you are more comfortable with being yourself. And such ways might not exist right now in your physical reality, but building the bridges, being an act of conscious creation, of physical manifestation, is exactly what these times are about. Not only this year, but the coming years after that. There are many timelines, close timelines to the one that you're on, that have the same need for bridges. And the concept of a bridge might be physical, might be energetical, or metaphysical, or inner bridge. And there is a big need for bridges, and bridges are also a result of an underlying force or underlying need for finding like minded, for channeling more of the unconditional love that is pouring to your planet and to your solar system as it moves through space. Connect to these bridges internally. If you're drawn to creative work, you might want to make a symbol of a bridge. You might want to make a physical, small toy bridge and paint it in different colors. Or maybe you use one of your digital devices to draw or make a bridge. Or if you're drawn to energy work and inner focus, you might create an inner bridge and paint it in different colors. The act of bridging may create new sensations. That is what these times are calling for, to explore your possibilities. And in exploring, you create these possibilities. In exploring, you discover more of yourself in an ever expanding, ever evolving consciousness. Make these bridges your own creation. We may use, with permission of this channel, his own interpretation, which is a rainbow bridge, a multidimensional rainbow sparkling with a multitude of colors not even existing in the physical realm, which gives him a feeling of serenity, a feeling of joy and play, a feeling of letting go of the old with the knowing that it will take care of itself, a feeling of allowance and permission by creating this bridge. What bridges do you want to create? This exercise with seeing a reality that you want to live, and step number 2 to create a bridge into it, is a mind-bending, mind-expanding exercise that will help you raise your frequency, that will help you to create a 2025 and beyond, which is more of as how you want it to be, which contains a bigger portion of the unconditional love that is pouring onto your planet, onto your solar system. And there is a last aspect that we want to include. Last aspect of the answer to your question of 2025, which may be termed connection, which may be termed formation, which may be termed harmony and coming in sync, vibrating together. It is an aspect that you will see more of during the years to come. It is an aspect that has been thought of and talked about for hundreds of years and has to do with vibration, with the resonance, and may or may not be well understood by you who is listening in greater or minor detail. But that detail is of little importance right now, as you will have more time to explore this topic if you have interest after this session. The aspect of resonance, or coming in sync, is a trait of the soul. It's an ability that your soul has and that you are using innately, and that which your body physically might translate as heightened state of emotions or good vibes and other sensations that bring you positive emotions. These states you will discover as a collective of humans on this planet, scientifically, mathematically, physically, physically meaning in the science of physics, that it affects more of your reality than you were aware of as a collective before. And you will discover how you may use it to your benefit for various modalities or areas of life, such as health and well-being, such as construction, such as the philosophy of consciousness, and many others. We have given you the crystal answer with its aspects that fits onto your crystal of your question. This has been in your time frame, perhaps a lengthy session for your mind's focus. And we wish to bring in a pause, and we're happy and delighted to have a conversation around our table with your presence and the presence of all that listens at a later time in your physical experience. We are the guardians of your solar system, and we will now bring you back in time and space to your reality. Yeah, that was like 3 times faster. Um, I I hope that lands well with you. Now that I read it through and sense it, it's yeah, I'm surprised, amazed in a way that this comes in such a flow. So I'm curious to speak with more beings and hear whatever they have to say. Bring in your questions. Maybe you want to ask something to some being, and basically use me as a channel, as a telephone. And I'm just happy to play around with this and see what comes through. Have a good day.